This time for real, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. I'm gonna consistently put out content and it's gonna be good. Okay, so I want to start a YouTube channel for the 5,453rd billionth time. I am trying to think of how to start my own YouTube channel, and the exposure's blown out.
How's it going? My name's John, and this is the start of something hopefully really cool. For the last 6 years, I've been working at Jubilee Media. Jubilee is a pretty popular YouTube channel. Maybe you've seen this video.
You think that is the shape of the earth? Point to it now.
Or this video.
I am the mole.
Huh?
Or this video.
You can call me Nut, though, if you want.
Excuse me.
I started out in 2018 as a director, creating videos myself. And then in 2020, I became the creative director, and we produced hundreds of videos a year and developed some of YouTube's most recognized and mimicked formats.
Thank you, Jubilee, for the idea. We nabbed you.
And then at the end of 2023, I decided it was time to quit. Here's why. The simplest answer really is family. I became a dad in 2021 and I got married in 2022. Then we ran into some family medical issues. During those life experiences, the reality and the demands of running a YouTube channel with 8 million subscribers really started to sink in. And being young parents in Los Angeles was just becoming less and less realistic. And even though I loved my job at Jubilee, if I'm being really honest, it became clear to me that I was much better at being a creative than I was at being a manager. And so downshifting and moving to Chicago and leaving Los Angeles presented an opportunity for me, which I'm now exploring here with you, which is being creative as an individual. And so, yeah, I want to make more content on my own, and I want to share it with you.
Give me a little thumbs up, Calvin.
In 2019, when I was a director, I created a podcast called Radical Empathy. In this podcast, I have conversations with people who have unique and challenging points of view, and I try and connect with them, and I try and understand where they're coming from. And I'm starting new episodes of the podcast, and you can start listening to them now, actually. Because, yeah, that's the plan. In addition to making that podcast, I also want to create new video essays that I release here on my personal channel. I'm very interested in media and media literacy, and I'm what you would call a peak millennial. I was born in 1989, and I was raised on television, cartoons, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon in the 90s. And I witnessed 9/11 as a media event and how that drastically changed the world and the global narrative we were all living in. I was one of the first generations to form an identity on social media. I was on MySpace, I was on Facebook, I was on Instagram when it was new. I was there when Radiohead released their album and you could choose how much you wanted to pay for it. But I was there. I want to share my experiences as a millennial who has lived through a rapid evolution of media. And I want to create video essays that explore media as a medium that shapes us as humans and how we think and what we believe and who we are as people. If that's content that you find interesting or those are ideas that you find interesting, you should subscribe and stick around because I'll be releasing those videos here. And I'd also like to close the book on what Jubilee has meant to me. I found it so rewarding, and I felt so fortunate to be at a place where we were really allowed to try and do things fearlessly. And my deepest thank you to anybody who ever participated in a Jubilee video, and my deepest thank you to the team that I worked with and all of the energy that they poured in. It was a really magical, meaningful, and important experience for me as a creative, as a thinker, and as a human, and I just want to say thank you.
Am I crazy, or is that a new shirt? Am I crazy, or is that a new shirt? Am I crazy, or is that a new shirt?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it is.